Do you remember the Nintendo era of the 2000s? Yeah, me neither. I was a fetus. But for all the old people watching who actually experienced that time instead of having to rewatch clips from it in 2015, y'all know how insane that era was. Nintendo was on a fucking roll back then, pumping out hit after hit after hit. Not only with the GameCube, but also the Wii. I mean, they kinda had to redeem themselves after making this plastic piece of fuck. But this console here did something so revolutionary that none other had done to that point. Well, at least I think.
It's me, Mario!
Huh, look at that. You can actually see his nose now. This game was revolutionary as fuck. People in 1996 probably couldn't even fathom the fact that an actual tree was visible in 3D on their TV screen. Yeah, like I said, this shit is cool and all, but it could still be better.
Super Mario Sunshine! Woohoo!
Ooh. See, this is way more like it. You know, this game is actually really great. And to think it's still this early into the decade. But I honestly don't think that they can top this game. Wait, what is that? Wait, huh? Who the fuck is this? And where the hell am I? Am I on a planet? What am I doing here? Is this heaven? Yes, bro, it absolutely is. Here, now let me introduce you to... Man, where do I even start? Do I start with the visuals, the incredible level design, the cool ass characters, the Comet Observatory, or the music? They had a whole ass orchestra for this game. How can I not talk about the music? Hold on. Just take a moment. The same way the game gives you a moment right here. We do kinda deserve this moment of quietness after the bullshit we just went through. I mean, come on. Kamek is moving like Prime King Von. What the fuck is going on? But don't worry about that shit. I mean, how could you worry whatsoever when looking at this? Damn, that was quite the intro. But can you really blame me? This is literally the best game ever made. Argue with a brick wall, I do not care. Both of the 3D Mario games beforehand were great and also revolutionary, but they hadn't figured out everything quite yet. Until now. And you can tell that they knew what they had on their hands was pure fucking gold. From the intro of the game, they don't play around whatsoever. You know, the intro of Kamek and the Flying Castle, that has traumatized me as a kid. So did these things, but I'll come back on that later. But yeah, even the tutorial level goes insanely hard. You do all this shit like collect the star shards, killing this big ass Goomba, and then going in here to free this giant ass star. A little too big to be a normal star, don't you think? Anyway, we grab the star and... the screen goes black? I wonder where we will go. Holy shit. Even after seeing this cutscene like at least 100 times, I'm still amazed by it. And I got a feeling that that would never change. Yeah, this right here is one of the best gaming hubs ever. Not the best, but definitely up there. Let's just start with the main character in this hub. The Lumas. Look at them, bro. They go so damn hard. Whoever at Nintendo thought to themselves, yeah, grab a star, but make it sentient. Shout out to you for real, cause these motherfuckers go so hard. Oh, and Rosalina of course, how can we forget her? The best out of the 3 princesses. Once again argue with a brick wall, I do not care. She starts telling us about these so-called thieves stealing stars from the Comet Observatory and how we need to find the stars back so we can power this bitch up again so we can fly around the universe and shit. And how do we get these stars? Well, we will find all of them in the reason why this is one of the best gaming hubs ever. These little ass sheds are incredible. Not because of the outside, but because of the inside. And all of them are different too. We got the bedroom, the kitchen, the water park, then whatever the fuck this is, and my favorite place right here. I don't know why I like this place so much, it's just so damn cool. So now, let's just jump into the actual action with... And from this point onward, the cinema just doesn't stop anymore. From the moment you hear the music to you beating this motherfucker right here, the fun just doesn't stop. Like I'm telling you, everything here is just fun to do. Most of the time when you get a star, you get dropped back into one of the buildings so you can go right back into another galaxy. But sometimes you get dropped off here right by Rosalina. And even a run back from Rosalina to the next world is a fucking blast. They also keep the mystery alive with the galaxies, because they don't show you what the next one is, they just give you this purple orb and a star count, so you will always be on the hunt to find out what the next world is, and you never get disappointed once, because all the worlds range from great to incredible to... This one just deserved its own category. Yeah, like I said, the level design is literally the best I've ever seen. But you know, it's not only the galaxies themselves that made people realize this game is perfect. There is one other place on the observatory that had people at a loss for words. You might have missed it a couple of times on your first playthrough, since the entrance looks so unimportant. But if there's any place on the observatory that is anything but that, it's the library. This here is one of the best stories in all of gaming. Ever since we got on this weird space machine, I can bet you that you were curious as fuck as to who this woman is, and why these star creatures call her mama, and also why it's just her here, all alone in space. And here by the campfire, she tells you it all, everything that you wanted to hear, and also some things that you might have been better off without knowing. And that's one of the main reasons why this story is so beautiful. It doesn't try to hide the truth, it gives it to you straight, and sometimes that truth can hit hard. I won't try to summarize the story right here, because I would do it a big injustice. So all I can say is, please watch a YouTube video on it, or better yet, play this game for yourself, and after a while you will start unlocking pieces of the story and get to know who this woman is and why she's here. This place will leave you with a weird feeling. I won't call it positive or negative, that's for you to decide. The same way this entire game gave me a feeling that I can never and probably will never be able to explain. This game just did something to me ever since I first played it back in like 2011. I don't know where in the game it exactly happened or why it did, and it wasn't even a change either. It just kept something alive in me. A certain magic that never left me, and I know damn well that part would have been long gone if it wasn't for this game. And most importantly, its atmosphere. Till this day I will go outside and look at the stars and the moon, and I just stare at them thinking, what if I was just there? I know it sounds kinda silly, like me just being there and fucking imploding. But still, there's something special about these bright spots that for me at least always been there and always will be. And I know for a fact that that feeling came from this game. It always has kept a certain aspect of curiosity in me that will never go away. Because it never could go away, because how could I forget this? Or this? Or this for fuck's sakes. I always wanted to know if this right here would be possible. Like how the fuck would it be? But just the small little things that keep me curious for it all, and also hopeful. I don't know for what exactly, but just something that could happen. This game really changed me for the better, and is also the reason I do most of the things I do nowadays. I told y'all this was my favorite game ever. The ending to this game is also something else. How did they even manage to do this on a Wii? One USB stick has more computing power than a fucking Wii, and they still managed to pull this off. Yeah, even though this ending is amazing, no one wanted the shit to end right here. Not even the devs. But the story was already completed and perfected in this one game. So how did they manage to give us more, gameplay wise and also lore wise? Well, let's just say they gave us a DLC. Fuck all the lore, we ain't giving you shit. Here, take this remastered Super Mario 64 world and be happy with it. And guess what? We were. And I still am. This right here is Super Mario Galaxy 2, the sequel to this masterpiece. And yeah, what can I say? It's more Mario Galaxy. If I say it like that, it's almost like I'm not giving this game its props. But I am. Cause trust me, if you like the first Galaxy, you will love this one. Unless you were more in it for the story. Then, sorry. You can tell a bit that they not only did not know how to start this game off, they just didn't really care. At the start as Mario, you are just kinda here for some reason. And then all of a sudden Bowser pulls some bullshit and takes speech again. But this time he doesn't go to some small pieces of stone in the center of the universe. He goes to this fucking contraption. And now I would call him a narcissist, but we got one ourselves. And on this thing, we meet this fat ass dude, the Rosalina replacement. Now is he cool? Yes he is. Is he better than Rosalina? Fuck no! Never ever could he be. It might sound like I'm just skimming over everything real quick, but I'm not. This is dead as all the lore they give you. From this point onward, you just go through the galaxies again, so you can rescue Peach. Again. But where they lack in lore, they more than make up for it in level design. You know, I was thinking about which one of the two games I had the most fun with, galaxy-wise. And to be honest, I couldn't choose one from the other. I still can't right now while writing the script. It sounds stupid, I know. Me talking about Galaxy 1 being my favorite and then not being able to choose which one I had the most fun with. But I just can't. Because some of these galaxies are so fucking good. Not only that, just listen to some of these soundtracks. Do you know what's funny? Instead of trying to give us more lore throughout the game to make up for that fever dream of an intro, do you know what they gave us instead? They went ahead and gave us homework. Remember the 3 green stars from Galaxy 1? Yeah, the ones that were so fucking enjoyable, I couldn't get enough. Well, now you actually can get enough. You wanna know what they did? They gave us 120 of them. And now you might ask, where are these stars located? I don't know. Nobody does really. I'm actually very happy that they give you nothing to work with but your own determination to find these stars. Because the star hunt was, like most things Galaxy related, one of the most fun things I've ever done in gaming. Not only just finding the stars, but also figuring out how to get some of these. Because some of these stars are not easy to get, let me tell you. But the difficulty did make it so much more rewarding when you finally got some of these. I still remember vividly me getting this one in the ball rolling galaxy. It was me and my cousins taking turns trying to get it, and when we finally did, we fucking erupted into joy as if the New York Knicks just won the NBA Finals. This was more than 10 years ago already, and the first time after that I felt that type of hype from doing something in a game was when I beat Mesmer. You could ask me now, wouldn't that be from beating Radahn for the first time? But that's a sensitive topic, I don't like to talk about that. Now I could give you some bullshit like, the true friends we made along the way were the green stars we collected. But from the start, we already knew damn well that at the end of these 120 stars, there would be something waiting for us. A reward of some sort that would make more than up for the time we spent on this grind. And man, oh man, let me tell you, they gave us a reward alright. This place does not need an introduction, and even if it did, I wouldn't give it one, cause this place hurt my feelings. More than once. Grandmaster Fuckfest. Oh, do I have an opinion about this place? Let's just get one thing straight real quick. The first star here isn't worth fuck. No one goes to a car rally just to watch a bunch of Flintstone cars mess around. That's the exact same thing with the first star here. The template is right, but the rest is just shit. But, the second star is fucking perfect. This here is the hardest Mario level ever. Don't argue with me. And it's also fun as fuck. I won't go into the details about this place because you, yes you, need to unlock this world and play it for yourself and also enjoy this place for yourself. More than that I'm not going to say to you, so good luck. I've hyped this level up that much, but do you want to know what waits at the end of this Ruthless Star? Nothing really, just Rosalina talking about something of some kind. And that's kinda how this game ends. It just sort of does. Not just this game, but the entire Galaxy series ended here with this half-ass shit, and it hurts my feelings deeply. And with the way the 3D Mario series has gone for the past decade, I have a feeling that this is all we will ever have when it comes to Mario Galaxy. All I can say is I'm happy that it happened, but man do I need a third fucking game. Maybe one day. Maybe one day.